Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Booker. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston on top. They're up by 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Booker, he's in at power forward. Turner is out there with Smart. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Mickey in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Smart kicks to Booker. And he jams it with authority. And a momentous occasion, folks, as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Booker.
Yeah, and he's playing it cool right now, but let me tell you, I'm sure that basket means the world to him. There's nothing like the first one.
My thought is he's probably just happy to have it out of the way. I mean, no more waiting and wondering when it'll come. Those first points are finally in the rearview mirror. Smart dishes to Turner.
Wide open. And Olynyk gets it to go on this assist by Turner. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
5 to shoot. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The second chance effort. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And checking out numbers for Turner. Some last season stats for him. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go. I like what I'm seeing right now.
The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was, could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Here's the dish to Embiid. To the inside. And Noel throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Dishes to Embiid, and Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Sellinger's. And so that's the end of the first. The second half just about to get going here. You look at Jay Crowder, he's really been playing well. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sellinger. And it's Booker in for Johnson. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Okafor out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. Inside, here's Embiid. Here's Okafor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Freak.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
And Bradley gets it to go.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Okafor, the pass to Cannon. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Crowder kicks to Booker. From 11 feet away, here's Zeller, and Embiid with the block. He had a nice open look right there. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Feeds to Embiid. There's the pick. Here's Cannon, guarded by Bradley. Here's Okafor. That one wide left.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Boston making some changes. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker in at power forward. Smart is out there with Rozier. Then it's Zeller. And it's Mickey in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Smith. He dishes it to Landry. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Landry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Here's Mickey, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
That's a 2 from Smith. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smart passes to Rozier. Here's Mickey, covered by Smith. There's the pick. Kicks it to Smart. So we see Boston get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony.